right, John, thanks very much. So an upset brewing in Chapel Hill, North Carolina, as we welcome you into the Mazda Halftime Report inside the Kohl Center in Madison, Wisconsin. The fans just beginning to file in here. Not so sure about some of the uniform choices there, but it ought to be an outstanding environment here inside the Kohl Center tonight for the number 2 team in America, Wisconsin, home to number 4 Duke. It is the Mazda Halftime Report. Kevin Connors, Seth Greenberg, Jay Bill is with us here. All right, strong start for Iowa in that one. Carolina struggling all kinds of ways offensively shooting the ball, but Seth, towards the end of that first half, they started to figure things out.
I thought Iowa's game plan was really solid. They went with that three-quarter court, soft pressure, kind of controlled the rhythm of the basketball game. And then a rarity for Carolina, Iowa was the one that was getting out in transition and getting easy baskets. So this is an Iowa team that's talented. It's a mature team. They've controlled the tempo of the game. But at the end of the half, I thought Carolina started to do a little bit better pressure, pushing up and getting underneath the Iowa offense.
You know, Carolina's a good basketball team, but the quality of their season, in my judgment, is going to be determined by the quality of their defense. They didn't get out in transition in that first half, largely because they didn't force turnovers. They weren't getting outlet passes and getting out and running. Anytime you can get Carolina into a half-court game, it's to your advantage. If you make them play 5-on-5, you can play with them. Now, if they get advantage situations where they're playing ahead of the defense, forget it. They get a lot of offensive rebounds. They got way more shot attempts in the first half than Iowa did, but they weren't efficient in doing it, and they certainly weren't efficient in their half-court offense. They've got to get better in that. Marcus Page has got to get more shots.
They just don't have a lot of shot makers, Kevin.
Yeah.
I mean, you look at this team, Marcus Page has made half of their threes. Who else is going to make a jump shot?
Right. Big Ten continues to acquit itself well here in the ACC Big Ten Challenge. How about another good one going on right now? Michigan State and Notre Dame having at it. Notre Dame, of course, newcomers to the ACC here. Jaron Grant and the Irish taking on Sparty midway through the first half. From Michigan State leading by 4. Seth, how about Brandon Dawson? Turnaround fadeaway.
For Michigan State to be good, Brandon Dawson needs to be good. He's struggled early on. He needs to step it up because with Denzel Valentine, Brandon Dawson, and Travis Trice, they're 3 guys who can make plays.
Jaron Grant put his mark on this game in the first half.
Well, Jaron Grant is not a good player. He's a great player, great passer. Notre Dame's got a culture of passing. They share the ball, and they get it to the right spot. When Grant's got it, he can score or dish.
3-point lead, rather, for Michigan State here early on in the second half. Meantime, a 3-point lead for Penn State. They are at the half right now in State College, Pennsylvania. A look at how the ACC Big Ten Challenge has shaken down to this point. The Big Ten, a commanding 6-2 lead. But we will see if that changes when we see Wisconsin and Duke later tonight, 9:30 Eastern here on ESPN. When we come back, Jay and Seth will break down the big-time, big-man matchup. Jahlil Okafor and Frank Kaminsky as the Mazda Halftime Report continues.
This Halftime Report is presented by the Mazda CX-5.